Hey guys, what is up? This is Case with Wingman Gaming, and I'm coming at you with another VALAR MORGHULIS CWL War Recap. This is Week 8, going into this week with a 4-3 record, and we're taking on WHF2. You can see on the screen that VALAR MORGHULIS came away with the win. Strong 7-star victory. Really stellar performance, probably our best offensive performance to date. 10s were very solid. But the true heroes of this war were the 11v11, managing an 80% hit rate, going 8 for 10, clearing all WHF2's 11s. And something kind of cool, we actually cleared those 11s before the 10s were all cleared, so not something you see every day. So overall, really strong performance. After a couple of tough losses, this was kind of what we needed to get the train back on the track. So without further ado, let's jump right in on the replays. We're going to take a look at one 10v10 hit. That hit was done by Iron Man. He's going in on Tian Z. So Iron Man's coming in with a kind of modified Town Hall 9 Stoned Hobo, where he's coming in with a really heavy kill squad. He's using 2 golems, and then instead of the 3rd golem, he's bringing in 6 giants. Because of the location of those ITs, he wants those giants tanking on the back end instead of golems deep in the base. But he's starting off with a whiz overload funnel. He's trying to pick up a lot of these defenses on the edge with the wizards. He's doing a good job. This funnel is just massive. He's funneling basically from 6 to 9 on the base to make sure everything goes inside and he can make that deep push. He's got the wall wrecker loaded with bowlers and a giant, so they'll be doing some work as the kill squad pushes deep into the base. See here, kings being taken out by the kill squad. Really important for these attacks when your hogs are in lower number. You want to make sure you're getting both heroes so that the king's not wailing away on those hogs that finally go in. CC is an E-drag. Thankfully, E-drag locks onto the wall wrecker, only gets 1 shot off. A couple whiz that trailed in from the funnel, and the queen take it out quickly. And here you see the giants pushing through. The wall wreckers finally cracked, and giants out front for the bowlers. And those bowlers are just getting tons of good bounces. Couple nifty ninja hogs in on the wizard tower down at 6 to pick that up. And kill squad's kind of stalling out, but still doing some work. But Iron Man's going to bring in the hogs from about 10 o'clock. First heal is down. He's coming in with kind of a somewhat surgical, but it's got to be, the hogs have to be enough numbers so that the defenses aren't overwhelming. So he uses those 2 heals pretty early to cover most of the defenses that can hurt the big group of hogs, and his kill squad is actually pushed out the other side of the base, and he's still rocking king and queen abilities. Got a couple bowlers alive, even a golemite left. He's also started the cleanup around 10 o'clock. Those wizards are doing work, picking up the trash, and you can see this base is done for. So not something we see every day at Town Hall 10. Big kill squads into hogs are some of my favorite hits at Town Hall 9, so I love seeing that be incorporated in 10v10 hits. It's a great hit, Iron Man. Next we'll jump up to the 11v11. First hit is Tweaks, coming in with a bow witch. He's going in on Adam. So Tweaks is going to come in from 12 to 3 o'clock. He's using some trimming troops here to trim some of that trash at 3 o'clock. He's also using a minion at 11 to do the same. And Tweaks is going to spread his giants out so they get as much surface area, as much tanking power as they can without too many of them getting shredded. Wall wreckers in from 2, so that's going to push across the base of the Town Hall at Interior 9. He's got a couple of the bowler witch squads starting down on each end, kind of building that funnel, and then there's the big group of bowlers down the middle. Out comes the CC. It's Dragon, Valk, some archers, a wizard. Not something that's going to be a problem for this army. Eagle is activated, and right as the bowlers jump into that rage, he's going to pop the warden ability in case they face plant on any bombs. He's able to crack the wall wrecker right in on the CC. He's going to freeze this IT soon, make sure Queen stays protected. He's lost his topside flank, but it doesn't matter that much as the damage is done as the bowlers are bouncing the defenses from the inside out. He lays down a couple of healers on the lower side flank in order to keep them up and keep them pushing and protect that kill squad. Some of the bowler bounces he's getting are just absolutely ridiculous. Big chunk of bowlers made it in the middle. got the benefit of all those rages, and they were just getting some really gnarly bounces, clearing a lot of defenses. So Witch picks up that cannon at the top side, and now it's just formality. All that's left is a mortar, air defense, and that air defense is shooting the healers, but no big deal. He's got about 10 bowlers left, couple giants, couple witches here and there, and he's still rocking queen ability. That minion that he put down at 11 to do some trimming is actually still doing work up there, so he got his money worth with that guy. 2 troop space for 4 or 5 buildings. It's pretty cool. And then he's going to pop this queen ability right at the buzzer. Queen will end the raid in phase. And great hit Tweaks. Tweaks came in with 11v11 6-pack, and both hits were fresh, which is really cool. Awesome war to Tweaks. So yep, next we will move on to another 11v11. This is Jashu hitting Le Zoebi. Jashu's coming in with a cold-blooded hog hit. He's going to start off his funnel at about 11 o'clock. Really unique use of an E-Dragon here. He's going to use an E-Drag funnel at 1 o'clock. After lots of discussion, we couldn't figure out what troops are the most cost-effective to funnel in. We all landed on E-Dragon. So the loon there to tank for it, E-Drag's down to do the funneling. Meanwhile, on the other side, he's got a bowler bouncing the mortar, 2 minions working on that gold storage. You see the E-Dragon actually gets some shots on those interior defenses that are going to be his entry point. Troll Tesla pops up at 12. Hog Wizard to take care of it. Golem is down. E-Drag gets that last zap to finish off that funnel. Wall Wrecker's down. Heroes are down. He holds that king to make sure that he's not going to walk and the wall's broken. Out comes the CC. Again, we're taking on the king on entry here. Any sort of hog hit, we're going to be using hogs on the back end. You want to make sure that enemy king is down. Wall Wrecker's pushing through. Unfortunately, the golem gets kind of sidetracked here and is tanking off to the left. But thankfully, that's the only flank that can really do a ton of damage to this kill squad, so the golem is still tanking that. There's the Warden ability popped. He's got Barb King running out, taking out those Expos. Warden's kind of hanging in the middle of everything, giving everything a buff, that life aura buff. And his Wall Wrecker's punched the other side of the base. So at this point, once it cracks that last wall, he's got nothing else left to do, so he's going to pop it and let the bowlers come out and do some more work. Hogs in from 2 o'clock, a couple trickle hogs in from 9. He's got 3 heals for those hogs coming in from 2 o'clock. We see another Troll Tesla at 9 o'clock. That was something that WHF2 did non-stop at Town Hall 11. They had Troll Teslas almost in every corner of all their 11 bases. I don't know if that's just to stop fresh hits. Didn't really work on us. You know, we only failed 2 hits at Town Hall 11. They were cleaned up with the very next ones. And putting high DPS buildings like Teslas on every base out in the corners, you lose a lot of firepower on your defenses. Jashu's hogs have made it through that 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock area. He only needed 2 heals, and he's got a bunch of hogs left. He's got a wizard down on the Town Hall. We're going to zoom out and look at the carnage. Again, another Troll Tesla at 9. Queen is still alive, Bowler's still alive, and that last thing to go down is the Town Hall, and he's going to swag a heal on this one. So huge kill squad. Only 1 golem, but making its way all the way through the base like butter through knife, or excuse me, a knife through butter, as Sorov says. Beautiful hit, Jashu. Great idea with the electro drag funnel, and just wonderful execution. And that was fresh as well, just like Tweaks' hit. So the last 11v11 we're going to look at is one of mine. This was my debut at 11v11. I was coming in fresh on Clan Hunter, and I'm bringing an E-Drag hit. Going to start off E-Dragon at 6 o'clock to start that funnel. I'm going to be coming in from the 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock side for a majority with the E-Dragons, and then the heroes are going to walk from about 7 to 9. There's that E-Dragon down, funneling on the Town Hall. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. In comes the Coco Loon to pull any Sams for the Blimp. Blimp's going in behind it. Couple Loons for the Warden, couple Loons for the Mortar. Rage and a Freeze for the Blimp, and the Blimp value turned out really good. We didn't expect it to get all the way to the Archer Tower, but it cleans out that air defense like we were hoping. There we go, another Troll Tesla at 3 o'clock. So good try WHF2, but the Troll Teslas just weren't working on us. So E-Dragons are down. They're slowly picking their way through. It's non-ideal, it being a witch baby dragon CC, but the E-Drags don't mind too much. Kind of annoying that the Skellies are going to get out and occupy Queen for a little bit. E-Dragons are pushing through, Warden's down on them. Eagle is live, so we got that solo E-Dragon at the top, and then the rest of them are kind of pushing down through the south side of the base. They're going to get some really nice chain lightnings there, blowing up the 7 o'clock side. There's the Warden ability to block those Eagle hits. Unfortunately, those E-Drags split, so it was only hitting one. At this point in the attack, it's looking kind of scary. Freeze come down to stop the sweeper so the E-Dragons can push through. Rage goes down, and they're going to zap the Eagle. In comes some back-end loons at 11 o'clock. Their job is to take down that exterior air defense there and get to the IT. I definitely got to admit that this attack, I got some really fortunate timing. That last E-Dragon took down the air defense with his last blast. You know, if the timing wasn't so favorable and something was a split second off one way or the other, it probably wouldn't have worked out. But it did work out, and we're happy for it. We got Queen and Warden still up, one E-Dragon, one minion, and a couple loons making their way to that last Troll Tesla, or 2 Troll Teslas at 12. So, and let me see, didn't have one at 9 this time, but the one at 12, or 2 of them at 12. So yeah, that was my first CWL 11v11 triple. So I want to give a shout out to Matt too. He's our 11v11 cleanup hitter. He came in on the 2 bases that we failed on and cleaned them up on the second try. So that led to, we didn't stumble down the stretch on a couple of those last bases. He cleaned them up real clean, and we had so many hits left for these 12s. We actually were able to hit the 12s with a 10 for 2-star, and then we hit them with 11s to get some scouting information. And then each of our Town Hall 12s had a hit for both of their Town Hall 12s. So with that said, NAS was able to come in on Turbo, number 1 Turbo, with a really interesting 12v12 hit. And we can see even with 4 hits for 2 bases, we didn't come out with the perfect war. So he uses some loons to funnel that side. He's going to use a golem at about 5 o'clock, tank in there. He's got wizards behind it funneling. Going with an old school wall break. He's got that test wall breaker in, dodging that mortar. Really nicely done. Then he's going to send in the heroes behind that golem. And there's not a lot of point defense there, so that golem's going to be tanking for a while. So he rages that little kill squad up. They're going to be pushing through, and he's actually going to jump them over to the CC. See if he can get that eagle. I think his goal was to try and get the eagle. In comes a blimp from 4 o'clock. This is the unique part. Out of the blimp come Valkyries, and those Valkyries blow up that Queen compartment. They get Queen, they get an Expo, they get an air defense over there, so really good value. Unique to use Valkyries in the blimp. Heroes are jumping in. King on king action. Queen's kind of straying off. Used a couple nice tanking giants there to make sure those Teslas get tanked for the Queen, and Queen's going to make her way inside. She still actually has ability left, so she's going to clean out King, then get stuck on that clan castle. Unfortunately, she's not going to be smart enough to make her way to the Eagle. She's going to get stuck hitting that 9 o'clock compartment, but we've still got 2 hounds, 18 Loon Lalo, with the Warden to boot coming at the rest of the space. He's going to fly 3 air defenses with just 2 hounds. Really nifty play by Nas there. He had a skeleton spell up, and he deploys some minions to kill those skeletons, and also gets the Eagle to pull and shoot those minions, so he's saving an Eagle volley on his main Lalo. So the hounds are in, coming from about midnight to 2. They're converging on that Town Hall. He uses the Warden ability to get those loons through the Town Hall. Last hound pops. He's got a lot of pups up alive, protected to do cleanup. He's got 1 haste spell left. He's fighting that sweeper. A couple loons on that Eagle. And they're all kind of floating over to this last 9 o'clock compartment. He's going to use that haste to push him through. Luckily, that red bomb only catches a few of the loons, and those trailing loons are going to get right on top of that wizard tower. Another good red bomb hit, but it's not enough to stop this attack. Too much value from the kill squad. Too much value from that blimp Valk play. Really nifty attack. I think having all the looks at this base might have helped Nas, come up with this creative plan, but at the end of the day, Nash was the one to execute it, and he did it with style. So we got Warden, Pups, Minions, and Loons up for cleanup. Just really nice hit to cap off a really strong effort. So great hit, Nass. So that'll do it for the recap today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we can ride this momentum going into the latter half of the season. The season's kind of stretching out due to the new Clan War leagues that Supercell implemented into the game. But we're cruising right along, and hopefully we'll finish strong and get a spot in the playoffs and make a deep run this year. So thank you for tuning in. Once again, this is Case from Wingman Gaming. I'm flying out.